Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into an essential topic for anyone looking to rent a home, Feng Shui. Whether you're moving for work, study, or just seeking a change, understanding how your living environment can impact your life is crucial. From avoiding old houses to steering clear of dark spaces, we'll cover key tips that will help you choose a rental that supports your well-being and success. So let's get started. Avoid old houses. When searching for a rental property, you should be cautious of older houses, as they may harbor safety issues with their structure and residual negative energy from past inhabitants. Long-term residence in such a house could negatively affect you. You'll want to reflect on the potential risks and implications of living in an older home. While it may seem like a great deal, you shouldn't prioritize the lower rent over your well-being. Older houses can have a buildup of stagnant energy, which can impact your mental and physical health. You might experience unexplained fatigue, stress, or anxiety. Additionally, the structure of older homes can be compromised, leading to safety hazards. You don't want to risk your health and safety for the sake of saving some money on rent. Be certain to inspect the property thoroughly and research its history before making a decision. Don't be lured by cheap prices. As you weigh the pros and cons of a rental property, be wary of prices that seem too good to be true, because they often are. Prioritizing a cheap rent over the property's overall quality can have negative consequences for your well-being. You might think you're getting a great deal, but a low price can be a red flag. Properties priced below market value often have hidden disadvantages, such as poor security, outdated infrastructure, or negative feng shui. These issues can lead to a range of problems, from health concerns to financial struggles. Don't fall for the temptation of a cheap rent without considering the potential risks. Take the time to research the property and its surroundings. Look for signs of poor maintenance, unusual odors, or strange noises. Check the property's history and talk to neighbors or previous tenants to get a sense of any potential issues. Your living environment has a significant impact on your life, so prioritize your well-being over a cheap price. Avoid proximity to hospitals or sick neighbors. Your home's proximity to hospitals or neighbors struggling with serious illnesses can expose you to a constant flow of negative energy, potentially disrupting your life and well-being. When you live near a hospital, you're surrounded by the emotional weight of illness, pain, and suffering. This energy can seep into your home and affect your mental and physical health. Similarly, living near neighbors with serious illnesses can also impact your energy. Their struggles can create a ripple effect, influencing the overall atmosphere of the area. You want to create a peaceful and positive living space, not one that's weighed down by negative energy. By avoiding proximity to hospitals and sick neighbors, you're taking a proactive step towards protecting your well-being. Consider the long-term effects of living in such an environment and prioritize your health and happiness. Take the time to research the area, talk to locals, and get a feel for the community before signing a lease. Your home should be a sanctuary, not a source of stress and negativity. Steer clear of tall buildings nearby. Tall buildings nearby can disrupt the local magnetic field, potentially impacting your health in unseen ways. This makes it essential to take into account their proximity when selecting a rental property. You mightn't think twice about having a high-rise building nearby, but Feng Shui principles caution against it. These structures can interfere with the natural balance of energies in the area, creating an environment that's not conducive to your well-being. When considering a rental property, take a closer look at the surrounding environment. Check if there are any tall buildings, such as TV towers, radio masts, or high-rise offices nearby. If so, it's best to explore other options. Do not live near temples. Living near temples or shrines can expose you to heavy yin energy that can negatively impact your fortune and health, making these locations less desirable for renters. You may not think twice about having a temple nearby, but it's essential to reflect on the potential effects on your well-being. In Feng Shui, temples and shrines are believed to emit strong yin energy, which can lead to a range of problems, from poor health to financial struggles. As a renter, you want to create a harmonious and balanced living environment that supports your goals and happiness. Living near a temple can disrupt this balance, making it challenging to achieve your aspirations. Additionally, the yin energy emanating from temples can also affect your relationships and overall quality of life. When searching for a rental property, take note of the surrounding area and avoid locations with temples or shrines nearby. Avoid dark spaces. Most people instinctively avoid dark spaces, but few recognize the significant impact that prolonged exposure to dimly lit environments can have on their mental and physical well-being. You mightn't think twice about a rental property with limited natural light, but it's essential to evaluate the potential effects on your health. In Feng Shui, dark spaces are believed to accumulate negative energy, which can lead to fatigue, depression, and anxiety. When viewing a rental property, take note of the lighting. If the space remains dim, even with windows open during the day, it may indicate excessive yin energy. This type of energy can make you feel lethargic, unmotivated, and even affect your sleep quality. To avoid these issues, look for properties with plenty of natural light or think about installing additional lighting fixtures. Stay away from polluted areas. As you search for a rental property, be sure to evaluate the surrounding environment, because even minor cleanliness issues can be remedied through cleaning. However, areas with severe pollution can pose significant problems that could harm your health and well-being over time. You might come across a rental that seems perfect, but if it's located next to a polluted area, it's best to keep looking. Living near sewers, garbage dumps, or industrial sites can expose you to toxic substances and unpleasant odors, which can negatively impact your quality of life. Don't underestimate the impact of pollution on your well-being. Even if the rental itself is clean and well-maintained, the surrounding pollution can still affect you. Consider the long-term effects of living in a polluted area and prioritize your health and happiness. Look for rentals in areas with a clean and healthy environment, and avoid those that may pose a risk to your well-being. Distance from cemeteries. Ideally, you should maintain at least a 100-meter distance from cemeteries to minimize your exposure to the potentially harmful energies emanating from these locations. Cemeteries, in particular, are believed to harbor yin energy, which can negatively impact your mental and physical well-being. If you live too close to a cemetery, you may experience increased stress, anxiety, and even health problems. Living near these locations can disrupt the balance of energy in your home, making it challenging to create a harmonious and supportive environment. By keeping a safe distance, you can reduce the risk of being influenced by these negative energies. When searching for a rental, take note of the proximity to cemeteries and hospitals. If possible, choose a location that's far enough away to minimize the potential impact on your life. Do not rent isolated homes. When searching for a rental property, you should be cautious of isolated homes that are far away from other residences, as they can harbor heavy yin energy that may negatively impact your well-being. You might think that a secluded home sounds peaceful, but from a Feng Shui perspective, it's often unfavorable. Yin energy, associated with stillness and quietness, can become overwhelming when there's no yang energy to balance it out. This imbalance can lead to feelings of loneliness, depression, and stagnation. You don't want to risk your mental and emotional health by renting a home that's too isolated. Instead, look for properties that have a good balance of yin and yang energy. A home in a quiet neighborhood with some activity around it, like a park or a community center, is a better choice. This balance will help you maintain a healthy and positive living environment. Avoid irregularly shaped houses. In your search for a rental property, prioritize homes with a square or rectangular shape, as these promote good airflow and a smooth flow of positive energy. You might be wondering why shape matters, but it plays a significant role in Feng Shui. Irregularly shaped houses, on the other hand, can trap stale air and negative energies, which can lead to health issues and poor sleep quality. As you explore potential rentals, pay attention to the layout and shape of the property. If you notice any irregularities, such as a triangular or circular shape, it's best to avoid it. These shapes can disrupt the flow of positive energy, making it challenging to create a harmonious living environment. Additionally, Irregularly shaped houses can also lead to stagnant areas where negative energy can accumulate, affecting your overall well-being. Avoid centrally located kitchens in small homes. While prioritizing a rental property's shape is essential, you should also consider the layout of its interior spaces, particularly in small homes where a centrally located kitchen can greatly impact your living environment. In Feng Shui, the kitchen is associated with the fire element, which can be overwhelming if it's placed in the center of a small home. When a kitchen is centrally located, the fire energy can radiate outward, increasing stress levels and making it difficult to relax. In a small home, a centrally located kitchen can also disrupt the flow of energy, or chai. This can lead to a sense of chaos and anxiety, making it challenging to unwind and recharge. If you're considering renting a small home with a centrally located kitchen, think about how you can mitigate the effects of the fire energy. You may be able to use Feng Shui techniques, such as placing a plant or a water feature nearby, to help balance out the energy. However, if possible, it's best to opt for a home with a more thoughtful layout that promotes relaxation and calmness. Avoid noise pollution and spiritual offerings indoors. Frequently, renters overlook the impact of noise pollution and spiritual offerings indoors on their living environment, but it's vital to reflect on these factors to maintain a peaceful and supportive space. When you're searching for a rental, you might be so focused on the price, location, and amenities that you forget to evaluate the noise level. However, loud noises can disrupt your personal energy field, leading to fatigue and decreased well-being. If you notice that the rental is located near a busy road, airport, or noisy neighbors, it's important to weigh the pros and cons before signing the lease. In addition to noise pollution, you should also be cautious of spiritual offerings indoors. If you find an altar or evidence of past spiritual practices in the rental, it's essential to ask the landlord about the history and purpose behind them. Unknown past events can leave a lingering energy that may affect your life. Don't ignore talismans. When evaluating a rental, pay attention to any talismans you find, as they may be more than just decorative items. They could be a sign of the property's history or even a warning of potential troubles ahead. You might come across talismans intended to attract wealth or repel spirits, but if you're not sure why they're there, it's best to ask your landlord about their purpose. If you don't get a clear explanation, it may be wise to contemplate looking elsewhere. Talismans can be used to ward off negative energy, but they can also indicate that the property has had problems in the past. For example, if you find a talisman intended to repel evil spirits, it may suggest that the property has a history of paranormal activity. Similarly, a talisman meant to attract wealth may indicate that the property has had financial troubles in the past. Don't ignore these signs. Instead, use them as an opportunity to ask more questions and get a better sense of the property's history and potential issues. This will help you make a more informed decision about whether or not to rent the property. That's it. Thank you for watching. We hope these Feng Shui tips empower you to make informed decisions when choosing your next rental. Remember, your living space should be a sanctuary that nurtures both your mind and spirit. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights on creating harmonious living environments. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What's been your experience with renting? Until next time, may you find peace and positivity in every corner of your home.